Most people know this sauce as a classic white sauce or even a cheese sauce from mac and cheese. This is a bechamel sauce and it's one of the 5 mother sauces. It's great because a bechamel can be used to make so many, and I mean a lot, of different variations of sauces, and this base recipe will really set you up for success. So let's take a look at one of the most famous mother sauces right now. So start off with some butter. I like to use a 1-to-1 ratio between butter and flour. So add that flour in and then give it a really nice mix. I prefer to use a whisk just to make sure that it really gets well combined. You really don't want any dry specks of flour because they will burn. So mix it until the flour is no longer dry and it's kind of absorbed that butter and turned into this beautiful golden brown color. This right now is what we call the roux, and the roux is the base of our sauce, the thickening agent. The sauce is going to be fairly flavorless. That's why it makes for a great base for so many different kinds of sauces. You're going to cook this for a few minutes or until the rawness of the flour has cooked off. A good indicator that I use is if the roux starts to smell nutty, you know that it's ready for the next step. As soon as the rawness of the flour has cooked out, add in your milk. So add cold milk instead of room temperature or warm milk to make sure that when you start mixing, there are no lumps. And even if by any chance you get any lumps, just keep whisking and those lumps will work themselves out. So add the milk a little bit at a time just to give you the chance to let the roux absorb the milk before you add more. If you add a lot of it at once, it will be very hard for you to work out those lumps and it'll just extend the process longer than it needs to be. Add it a bit at a time. As you start getting a smoother and smoother texture, keep adding more. So here I've added the rest of my milk and I'm gonna make sure I whisk until all the lumps have been worked out and then bring this up to a simmer. This is a very cool process that happens because it may seem like a thin sauce right now, but as soon as that sauce hits a simmer, it's gonna instantly thicken up. At this point, a classic seasoning is some fresh grated nutmeg, just a pinch of it. You may also season this with some salt and pepper, and that is how simple it is. This is a basic bechamel sauce. Let's take a look at how this turns out. One question, how do you know if this is ready or not? Well, the sauce should be thick enough to coat the back of a spoon. Now I'm sure you read that before, but you don't know what it means. So let me show you what it means. I've added my seasonings. Let me give it a final mix and I'll show you exactly what coats the back of your spoon exactly means. So when I dip the spoon in the sauce and I kind of make a line to separate it, you can see the spoon was vertical, but the sauce is not dripping down. It's not covering that gap that I just created, which means it's thick enough that it can kind of hold its own. And that's how you make the sauce. Now let me show you what I did later that day with that sauce for dinner. This is a recipe for a simple vegetarian pasta with mushrooms, onions, and carrots, and a little bit of mozzarella and parmesan. And what's the base? The base is this beautiful, creamy bechamel sauce or a white sauce. This video is going to drop later this week, so be sure to be subscribed and hit that bell icon to know when that video drops. I'll be covering the rest of the mother sauces as well. Let me know what you want to see next and I will get to it, I promise. I'll see you on the next one. Bye guys.